Hello my creative friends, Olga Sobi here and welcome to this new acrylic paint video. Today I'm starting a new series, Dancing Universe, and it's gonna be dedicated to different beautiful cosmic and space forms, objects, planets, galaxies, and so much more. And this series is gonna be sort of a spin-off my Breaking Through the Limits series, because again, I'm gonna be using different shapes. And the idea for this new series, the Dancing Universe, came from the Breaking Through the Limits series. But instead of using these shapes to create the 3D effect, I'm gonna use them to create different beautiful cosmic forms and objects. I am so excited to get started with it. This is gonna be something super special. So as always, I will include all the supplies, links, and so much more in the description under this video, so please check it out. And now let's dance with the universe. Let's go. Beauty within is a secret message for today's painting, and it's gonna have metaphorical and quite literal meaning. So today I'm gonna create beautiful abstract planet. I'm gonna use this guy, but before using it, I'm gonna create beauty, all the colors and forms of the planet, and then I'm gonna use the ring to separate it from the space outside. I think it would be easier for me just to explain what I'm doing as I go, but first of all, let's create a planet, beautiful planet, and I'll explain more of what I'm doing as I go. So I want to create the approximate shape. This is close enough. It doesn't need to be perfectly round. You'll see why in a moment. And this was a red-violet color. Adding some white on one side. So right now I'm adding colors that are going to be colors of the planet. I want it to be quite bright, so I prepared some red-violet, a little bit of yellow, and also just a touch of turquoise. It would look nice next to yellow. This is iridescent red-violet. Iridescent turquoise blue. So the first one was turquoise green, and this is turquoise blue. Okay, this is plenty of color. Probably even more than I need. So for my first go, I'm going to blow this out. I'm going to blow this out and then we'll proceed to next step with the ring. I decided just to do a little spiral with it. Actually, this is a really neat effect. I should do like the whole painting just with this effect. It looks super cool. It's like a tropical storm. Yeah, I should definitely do a painting like this. But this is not what I'm doing today. So let's mask out this beauty within using the beautiful, this is a huge cookie cutter, if you're wondering what this thing is. So actually I'm gonna grab my stepladder because I want to position the ring right in the center. I want to look from above. It's the easiest. So for my next step, I need to push some of this paint that's right by the ring out. Yes, I know, this looks messy and not very pretty, but don't worry, it wouldn't be like this for too long. So this paint that I pushed out, it can stay, but right by the ring, on the border, I want to, just using the paper towel, just wipe it a little bit to remove as much as I could. And see, I'm placing my hand over the ring and keeping it tight so it doesn't move. So I definitely don't want to push it anywhere. Okie dokie, this is good. My goodness, this is funky planet. Okay, now here comes this color. So here I have some Prussian blue and phthalo blue and a little bit of black. So I didn't really stir those colors, so there are layers of colors, some lighter, some darker. I'm gonna pour some just outside my ring. I don't know if you can see it, but there are some lighter and darker blues. Okay, and finally, I also want to have some blue violet. This is maybe too much paint, but I think this would be perfect color combo for just for space, for the interstellar space. Okay, let's blow this out. Perfect. See, the fact that I pushed some paint out, so I had some white and some pink and some other colors. When I blew it out, it all overmixed. There are pops of lighter colors and it looks absolutely perfect and gorgeous. I definitely used too much paint on my space around. You can see I blew off quite a bit. Should definitely use less next time, but this paint can be scraped to the cup and by all means reused. This is looking perfect. So finally, before removing the ring, I am gonna add some stars on the space around. So I'm just pouring out some white. I'm gonna use my fan brush, just deepen it a little bit, and let's sprinkle some of the stars. I want to show you a really cool effect. So if you take the blow dryer and blow on stars in one section, you don't need to do it everywhere, but let's do it right here, for example. See? It looks like fallen stars, I don't know, comets or something. I think it definitely adds to this floating space effect. All right, let's remove the ring. Oh, so excited how it's going to look. So I'm using just anything with a pointy end to pop the film, because due to surface tension, the film is formed when you're lifting the ring. Ta-da! Isn't it awesome? I love it. So I see a little bit of paint did escape from here, but that's fine. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm not gonna fix it now. I think I'll just work on it. I'll just touch up over the dry painting, because I'm gonna start doing anything with it now, I will very likely mess it up. I also want to change this here. So we're working with fluid acrylics. Of course, a little bit of paint is very likely the paint will try to level out as it dries, especially within first half an hour or so, half an hour to an hour. I can already see that some of the paint here, it's shifting. That's fine. This can easily be touched up. It's no big deal when it's dry. That's why we used dark color around it, so it's very easy to touch it up when it's dry. I think another really important thing about this technique is to have very leveled painting, that very level surface you're working on. I love it so much. Okay, I'm gonna put it on my drying shelf. Let's see how it dries. I will be right back. You guys keep watching. Okay, here it is dry. It's so beautiful. I must say that it dried a little less perfect than I anticipated. So one part of my sphere of my planet has shifted a little bit, and I can actually see exactly which color gave me this effect. So I'm gonna touch it up. And otherwise it's beautiful. The colors are gorgeous. I love all the transparency in my negative space. You see how all these layers dry. So how are we gonna do next step? So here I have prepared a little bit of color, the same one as I used here. So this is a mix of Prussian blue and phthalo blue. So phthalo blue and black. So we're gonna position our circle like this. This is good. And now I can see that on the side here, one part is sticking out, so I'm just gonna paint over it. Phthalo blue is a very transparent color, so I will definitely need to do a couple layers to cover up some of that white because it's so transparent. I also think I want to fill in a little bit here and maybe a little bit here, just to make this a little bit more even. To fill in inside, again, I'm positioning my shape over so I can use it as a guideline to see where I need to add in that color. I'm blending the color that I used for my outline into color that are inside, so it looks more natural and more blended in with the rest of the painting. It doesn't look like something that was added after. So it all looks united. Can always blow with a straw on small areas to overmix some colors, so you don't have to always use the brush to blend them in. You can actually use your fluid art techniques even on small areas. I'm sharing some amazing tips with you guys here today. Hope you enjoy this tutorial, and if you do, please give this video a like. Super easy way to support this channel, and thank you in advance. For your touch-up, if you're using some of the colors right out of the tube, you might notice a difference in the sheen between the dry painting and those touch-up areas that you do. That's totally fine, because when you cover your painting with varnish or with epoxy resin, like I'm gonna do for this beauty, it will unify the sheen and it will not be noticeable if some of the colors are a little bit more glossy or matte than others. So I added a little bit of color here as well because I felt like the darkest part in this section just wasn't contributing to the overall sphere, proper lighting of the sphere. I'm trying to make it look more 3D, and this part needs to be highlighted, and this part should be darker but not straight up black in the middle of it. So of course it will dry darker because I use some magentas and violets, and they do dry transparent, so this section will get darker. This is looking good. So once all this is going to be dry, I'm gonna place my sphere again and we'll add some stars just the same way as I did them before with the fan brush and white paint. I'll just sprinkle some here to fill in that darkness, and its beauty is gonna be ready for the next step, for the resin. So keep watching and I will show you fully finished and dry result. Hey guys, so here it is, all dried, finished, covered with a layer of epoxy, and oh my god, what a cosmic beauty! I think it turned out absolutely amazing. What do you think? And I added some shiny pigments for even more stars to my resin, so you can see it all sparks and just blinks at you. Check this out, you can especially see them against the light, as well as some of the iridescent colors that I used in my flow. And for my resin application, including those stars, I have a super exciting news. So currently I'm working on a course, yes, a new course, in which I'm going to teach you all about how I apply epoxy resin to my paintings. This is going to be absolutely packed with all my tips, insights, troubleshooting, and all the amazing info, so that you can also create beautiful, flawless finish on your paintings. So if you want to sign up to my email list to be notified about when the course is out, what's going to be included, the early bird sale, and all this good stuff, the link is going to be in the description under the video, so check it out. With this beautiful Mystic Planet, I really love all the movement. There is such a gorgeous movement inside here, and of course in my negative space. So all this is really in balance with each other. I really love it, and I love this beautiful lacing, and the colors of this planet definitely pop nicely. I hope that you are as excited about this new series as I am. So much to explore, so stay tuned for that. A lot more awesome, interesting tutorials coming up. And if you haven't yet, definitely subscribe. I'm sure you would love all the creative ideas. And use hashtag DancingUniverseArt if you will share your beautiful creation in this style on social media so that I can find it. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Please let me know, how do you like the outcome? How do you like this new series? I'll chat with you in the comments down below. And just a quick reminder that right now we have a big project happening for raising the money. And if you would like to donate or just learn more about it, about our goals, about our mission, I will also include the information in the description under this video. So please check it out. And thank you so much for watching. Take care, stay creative, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.